Here's Coach Mike Heimerman, looking ahead to LSU this upcoming meet this weekend. Looking back, before we look ahead, we'll look back at Lafayette. You guys performed really well. A few conference record tied, a few facilities records broken. Diamante broke his own coach's
record.
Yes, thank you. How do you think you guys went overall?
I mean, for where we are in our training with all the groups, I think all the assistant coaches were very pleased with where we were at. And I know Coach Adam, with the sprints coach, with the sprints, he was very pleased. I mean, we went there to really concentrate on the 4x1s and the 4x4s, and they both delivered. If for women's 4x1, they actually tied the conference record, broke the school record that's been there since 2000 and I think since 2000. So that's a long-standing record to tie conference record. And then on the women's 4x4, they actually ran 11 meters too long. They started them in the wrong spot. So Megan actually ran 411 meters instead of 400 meters. So we looked at that. We probably should have knocked off anywhere from a second to 2 seconds off of that. And they're running 3:37 low, and that puts us right under the school record, or right at the school record, and they would have done that. But and then the men did really well too for where we're at. We didn't actually run a true A team on the 4x4, and they still ran very well. 4x1, we had a stick problem getting around, but if they had got that stick around, they'd probably been right at a school record running 39.0. So it's very, very good, and we had some great jumps and great throws, Diamante, and then Caitlin. So very, very pleased with where we started off.
Yeah, you guys, and it's really nice, especially since it's a lot of the first meet of the outdoor season for a lot of them. I mean, so that's to get out there and perform really well. It just gives you a nice starting point to begin this outdoor
It does give
season.
us a great starting point, and kind of starting right where we left off from indoor, which is also nice. One thing we had to get used to is now when you're indoor, you get a climate-controlled facility. Now outside, we started off cool and got warm, and meets a lot longer. I think myself and some of the throwers were outside from 8 a.m. until we got on the bus at 6 or 7 p.m. So outside on your feet that whole time. I'm not in outdoor track shape yet. So, but it was a great meet, and University of Lafayette did a great job hosting.
Yeah, and then a lot of, you mentioned Caitlin Washington had a nice performance. Diamante had a really nice performance. Your throwers have really, you guys have had a couple of meets so far, the throwers, and you guys have really performed well so far.
Yeah, the first meet I don't really count. I wasn't there. I debated not letting them go to McNeese for their little icebreaker meet that I let them go to, but so they did really well there without per se a coach. Coach Lon Bateau took him. He didn't really watch the throws. He was over with those multis and the jumpers, some of the kids that went, but he was there as the leader. But so to see him have a really good meet at Lafayette was very, very pleasing, and especially with the training. Like I said, everybody's in heavy training cycles, so it was nice to see the performances that we did see.
You guys looking for anything in particular this upcoming meet?
Well, coaches always get greedy. They want to see faster times and further distances. But no, I know with the sprints, we're really putting some kids in their individual events. Of course, we'll focus on the relays again, but you'll see a lot more individuals open up in their specialties this weekend, and maybe a little bit further distances in the or just some great competition in the field events is what we're looking for. And consistency is our big key. We want to be consistent at where we're at, and then the big throws or the big jumps will come later on in the year.
Yeah, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.